The crypto market is in a state of panic right now. The market is down, Bitcoin's down, Ethereum's down. All these altcoins are absolutely in the mud at the moment. So now is the time to dollar cost average into our best crypto projects. However, there is one project that is still up despite all this negative price action, and I'm here to talk about it today, guys, in which I believe is the next 100x crypto gem prime to explode. And I'm going to be explaining to you guys the reasoning behind this. So as we do know, guys, meme coins are essentially where people are making a lot of money in this crypto cycle. The whole Murad meme coin super cycle thesis that he always goes on about. So a lot of people are piling into these meme coins. And one meta or narrative that has absolutely wiped the floor with every other investment is Matt Furie. These coins absolutely pump. And you know what? The other day I stumbled across another YouTuber that was speaking about another Matt Furie coin, and I thought, here we go again, right? Everybody's seen these coins. Now, why is this so significant, guys? The amount of times I have missed out on 100x or more gains because I've faded every single one of these coins when they were nice and early. We've had Brett, Pepe, and multiple others that I'm going to be speaking about here in a second. The person I want to give a mention to is What Is Crypto. I was looking through his channel and I came across this video, new 100x Matt Furie meme coin. So, you know, shout out to What Is Crypto. And I did my research on it. Obviously, I've watched the whole video and a few other coins on this guy's channel. He's a great YouTuber. And I came across this coin, MindFact. So that is the coin we'll be speaking about today. As you can see, when I pull the graph up here, guys, 2.5 million market cap, still extremely low. And we're going to be explaining why this is so early and low right now here in a second. As you can tell by the graph, guys, this is going up while the market is down. So there's a lot of buying pressure for this at the moment. And I think a lot of smart money is entering these types of projects, right, with the Matt Furie narrative. And I'm going to be explaining something very important here in a second. So another thing that I came across when doing my research on this project is Crypto Galaxy. Now, if you're not aware who Crypto Galaxy is, basically he's quite famous in the space and really known for calling cryptocurrencies. And one of his biggest calls was Pepe, right? Maybe not multiple wise. It was at maybe 200 mil market cap or maybe a little bit higher, and basically netted so many returns off Pepe. And obviously when Pepe is billions in market cap, there's so much liquid there to be able to cash out. So it's a massive, massive call. So he's earned a lot of people's respect here. As you can see, 1st of August 2025, he has called MindFact in his list of coins that he's looking at. So he's called Pepe, he's called Brett, he's called Jerry the Turtle, I believe that is, and Dorky and MindFact. So MindFact is pretty much the latest one that's the lowest market cap, which is why we will be speaking about it here today, guys. So it's nice and early. Why is this significant? Maybe you don't know who Matt Furie is. Maybe you've never heard of these coins before. Let me explain it to you. This is Pepe. You would have known Pepe. Even if you're not in crypto, this is one of the most famous memes of all time. 4 billion in market cap. That's number one done. Pretty much one of the biggest memes in this coin cycle. Number two is Brett. This reached an all-time high of over 2 billion in market cap. Absolutely enormous. This is just another boys club character, which is a Matt Furie comic thing yet again. Landwolf, over 200 million in market cap. Another Matt Furie comic character that I absolutely faded. Hoppy, another one that we talked about ages ago, right? We didn't get in early as we should have though. Ran up to well over 100 million market cap. So guys, I'm absolutely sick of fading these. And this was the latest one, Jerry the Turtle, right? Apparently this is another Matt Furie comic character as well. I faded this very, very early. I was skeptical about it. I'm like, I don't think it's gonna go up. You know what? It reached almost a 20 mil market cap, and this is just one of the latest ones, right? So the latest one going on at the moment is MindFact, and this is 2.5 million market cap. They have an amazing site. I absolutely love the aesthetic of the site, right? And I just think this is one of those coins that I'm not missing out on anymore. These Matt Furie characters always pump, and the amount of times I've faded them and missed out on a lot of money, guys, I think this really could be the next big one to pump. You look at the website, professionally made, absolutely love it. They've got listed on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko. They've got all that kind of paid stuff out of the way. And like I said, with Crypto Galaxy talking about it in his tweets, we've got YouTubers making videos about it right now. I just think it's a great time to get involved in a project like this, guys, where it's a little bit of fun, right? I'm not promising you're going to make money, guys. I want to make that very clear as a disclaimer here. Do not buy this if you don't want to risk any money in crypto, right? This is essentially half gambling. It's crypto. It's a bit of fun. And we know historically that these characters have pumped. So if it's going to pump regardless, I want to place myself in the way of that money so I can reap the rewards, right? That's why I'm letting you guys know about this. So potentially we could make a lot of money on this trade. You know, you never know, right? So MindFact is the latest one that's going around. Like I said, I just laid out the thesis there. All these Boys Club characters and Matt Furie comic characters have always pumped. And I'm just so sick of missing out on this Matt Furie narrative. I should have made so much more money this bull market if it wasn't for me fading these types of plays. I always thought they were a bit oversaturated, but guys, I'm not missing out on this one. Anyway, next in the market, our typical update on AWR. AWR is looking fairly strong. We did have that hefty correction here, which was a bit of a pullback. So we did see about 45% drop in AWR, which isn't really anything that's that concerning, you know, considering a red market, but it's looking fine to me at the moment. I just hope the market really rebounds now and we hold this level again, guys. This has always been this annoying level for AWR. The amount of times we've got rejected at this level. So we need to hold this level here again and use it as support, because like we did before here, we used the level as support and we bounced to what we would see as all-time highs if it wasn't for the market coming down and Bitcoin crashing. I say this all the time, guys. Bitcoin coming down, the market in general coming down will bring all these meme coins down. It doesn't matter how good the coin is, unless it's MindFact, apparently, it goes against the grain. As a general rule, guys, the coin's going to come down. That's just how the market works, all the pairings with Bitcoin and Solana and everything. So have a look at AWR, guys, looking very strong. So guys, what I can recommend is going off the standard fib levels. I think we are seeing that all-time high as pretty much the goal, right? So we're seeing that key level here around 16 million, which was close enough to the old all-time high. We just got to make sure we keep continuing to use this level as an area of support rather than resistance. So if we bounce off here, expect a very, very strong move to the upside. But if we lose this level here, we can see a nice drop back down to that 4 mil region again. We did see that key area of support as well down here, you know, with AWR, that kind of channel that we've got here, the chopping action before we did ultimately break down and then have that huge Morningstar reversal pattern that we see down there. But that's the thing, guys, like it's up to you if you want to wait around and see what AWR has in store. But like I said, if we bounce, the market bounces, I think we turn this into support again and blast to all-time highs. If we have a little bit of fluctuation in Bitcoin in the market, I think we do kind of break down a little bit, and that will be short-term turbulence. Next up is Mary, which is Mary Rose. And this is a gem we spoke about only in last video. We haven't really gone into depth with Mary Rose just yet. This is a coin I really like, guys, and not because I fully understand it, because I understand SPX 6900. Now, this is essentially the mascot of SPX 6900, the girl you always see around in the memes and everything, this one here. I just think it's a great beta play to SPX. As you can see, the graph's looking extremely strong, holding that nice uptrend there. Actually, I can spot it a mile away. So if we do hold that level there, I think this is going to explode, guys. And we did talk about in last video how James Wynn, that kind of renowned trader, is following their X page. So obviously he's probably involved or bought a little bit of it and probably believes in it, right? So this could be the next big thing, guys. I'm expecting chop along this trend line, and if Bitcoin bounces back heavily and Ethereum's pumping, I think this really explodes. I'm seeing a massive push up to about 4 mil market cap and get a new local high going on there. The thing is, guys, people love these narratives, and the SPX community has just turned into a complete cult. Whether that's just because of Murad or people actually truly resonated with it, who knows? And I think a lot of that liquidity rollover is going to start coming into these beta plays. And Mary Rose is an icon for the SPX community. So this seems like a top play. Next up, just a little bit of analysis on our beloved Doge and Momo is coming up. So Doge has suffered this downtrend, and we did talk about how it broke out from it, right? So it did end up breaking out from it, exploding up as kind of predicted, right? But then we saw that market chop again where Bitcoin got smashed and we started coming down again. But look at this price action we have here on Doge. Absolutely phenomenal stuff for a market that's looking this weak at the moment. I think Doge is primed to explode, guys. I really do. I think it's been through its kind of worst correction times. And I think Doge is getting ready to take its next leg to the upside, right? So we might see a little bit of a bull flag or bull pennant starting here. And I think it's going to break to the upside. Like I said, I think Bitcoin stabilizes or, starts going up a bit. I think we see more chop and ultimately a leg up again, because this has been consolidating for a good while now, guys. This is a very, very popular cryptocurrency. I think there's so much support and talk for it. And as another beta play to SPX, I think this is just going to continue going up with SPX. So that's my analysis on Doge. I don't think you have much to worry about at the moment. It's in a nice accumulation zone as of right now. So if you're looking to scoop some up, I think it's a decent buy. Next up is Momo, which is looking even stronger than Doge, guys. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Momo is looking phenomenal here, guys. Look at this chop right here. So in this channel here that we see with Momo, we are seeing amazing price action, just a complete fair valuation. Like I said, the market's been getting belted. Bitcoin is getting smashed and Momo's going, who cares, right? Bitcoin's going down. That's awesome. We're doing our own thing. This community is building every day. You're reaching a nice fair valuation with these coins as well. So they did kind of overheat together, right? They kind of brought all this attention all of a sudden. Everyone was speaking about Doge, Momo, and there's a few others, Trash Coin, that were very, very hot at the time. They've calmed down now. The euphoria stage of that is kind of over, and now it's about accumulation before the next leg up, before the next euphoria. So I think this is going to do really well, guys. Momo is the best beta play to the Bonk ecosystem, in my opinion. This is a very community-driven project, no cabal kind of involved with it. And that's why you won't see as many people as you think speaking about it. So yes, there is a lot of noise on X with the community. Yes, there are some smaller YouTubers talking about it, but there aren't going to be huge YouTubers and paid shills speaking about Momo because they don't own the supply. So very interesting there. It's a community kind of driven aspect about it. And I think Momo is going to break out very violently soon. Like I've been saying this for a while, but look at this accumulation phase while the market and Bitcoin was getting smashed. So you can imagine what it would do when alt season is here, guys. So I think Momo is a minimum $150 to $200 million meme coin. And I think it's a relatively safe one as well, right? So don't quote me on that. I mean, it's risky. It's always risky being in these markets, but we're here for the gains, aren't we? So as long as you understand that concept, we're here to make money. We're here to take risk. Nothing's a guarantee. Then I'm your friend here, right? So I can't get amongst people that come here and they sook when they lose money and they love me when they make money. Guys, I'm here in the same boat. I'm making money. I'm losing money on these coins. Let's work together. That's enough from me, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And join my free Telegram and links down below in the description. And if you want the VIP group, that is in the description as always too. If you want more access to me, one-on-one calls, my buy and sell alerts, all that good stuff, I think it's worth it. Have a look. Peace.